So the state election results are finally out. Massive victory for Trinamool Congress in West Bengal. Um, Big question mark how the exit polls got it so terribly wrong. How come so bad? And they were expecting like a neck to neck fight. This didn't turn that way. Prashant Kishore says that there was a massive course correction by Mamata Banerjee after her 2019 not so great performance in the Lok Sabha elections, and he feels that they put in tremendous effort, and obviously he was the political advisor to her. They put in a lot of effort after that, and she made a lot of course correction. Well, regard for Prashant Kishore, but probably PK. I think there's something more to it. If you see the later um, phases of the polls that got impacted and that hit BJP rather hard, uh, and this all came in the midst of that second wave of COVID. So definitely that I think really boomeranged on the BJP and uh, definitely impacted their performance. The latter few phases just came in the midst of this massive surge in COVID cases, and that second wave really hit them hard. Either way, now whoever wins all and these results, I believe I think they will have some impact on the way stock markets in India behave tomorrow. Even if you watched my Friday video, I had mentioned this that the final outcome Friday they were trying to take into account exit polls, but the final results definitely will have some impact on the markets as they open for trading tomorrow, Monday. You can also watch my video of Friday that gives reference to this. One thing that, yes, there is what is called a Bengali culture, there is the Tamil culture, and a lot of people think rather proudly of all this, and there is all regard. As also in Maharashtra, there's a Marathi culture, so and so cultures in different parts of India. There's a Rajasthani culture, and so on and so forth. And please don't feel offended, but I must tell you one thing which I noticed in my stay in the United States. There are these two parties, the Democrats and the Republicans, but at the end of the day, Americans, and the reason they really rise rather high in life, they are proud of one thing. At the end of the day, they still, okay, they may talk that, okay, we are Democrats, we are supporters of Republicans, but at the end of the day, they will talk of one thing: we are proud citizens of the United States of America. A similar feeling should be there even in India. Okay, you may be a part of this party and you may be a part of the other one, but please be proud of being citizens of India, not just of one affiliation of a political group. It does not make as much difference. Let us be united as a country and be proud. Indians are very much proud when their cricket team performs well. The battering of Australia and the Australian soil was commendable. But why does it stop? Why does the buck stop there? Why not in every facet of life? You be proud to be an Indian, a citizen of India in every way. Okay, these are some of my words. Many may not like it. Again, unfortunately, whatever I say, some people tend to disagree, but I'm telling you what some countries have done very well. Be proud to be citizen of that country. That to becomes to that extent that you find that many of our people that we feel proud of, right, like the Google CEO, all these people, we say that they're people of Indian origin, but then what? After all, they are proud citizens of the United States of America. They do not have the Indian passport anymore. They have relinquished it and they become proud citizens of the United States. So, well, we are in India and we have Indian passport, and let's be proud citizens of the of the country in which you are in. Another thing that is always at the back of the mind is this coronavirus, and I'll say this anyway. Realize that life is so important, time in life is so crucial. When you see now, in almost every family, you see there will not be one, at least two people now who would have died of corona. It's gone to that extent. In the morning, I had issued a video and I said that I'll be giving you my predictions for coronavirus as well. How long it will last and what's going to be the turning point. Where will this second wave go? I must hasten to add that learn the lessons of coronavirus. Every minute in life is crucial. Do not fritter it, do not waste it. As a country, we are already now on the back foot. Look at burning pyres being televised all over the world. I mean, it's really very depressing to see the country in this situation. Let us not waste time. Let us come together to build a better health infrastructure. Let us put our hearts what's gone wrong, why these our government hospitals do not have proper facilities. Let the government, more than the defense budget and others on road works and all, can now put it on the back burner. Now let's put money on building hospitals, better health facilities, more of hospitals. This is what has turned out to be a bigger problem. We have had good work, very national highways, everything, okay, to the extent that they have been promised by the NDA government. Please do complete, but let's not treat it as top priority. Should go now towards building hospitals, hospital facilities. Our government hospitals are really not up to the mark. I'm sorry to say, I'm not talking of everyone. We have AIIMS and we have such solid hospitals, something to really feel very proud, very nice hospitals in almost every corner. Yet, you know what I'm saying, they're not up to the mark in many respects. You're seeing such, I mean, this is really, really sad to see people dying, not finding enough oxygen. Let us now, on a national scale, on a war footing, try to build not the infrastructure, not the roads. That let us do it later. Let us not waste time. But the health infrastructure is the crucial thing that I'm sure the Modi government and its team is going to put their efforts, and I will try my best to give you all the forecasts for when this COVID second wave. Hang in there, friends. It's going to also end. India as a country will bounce back. Don't worry. We will all bounce back. So and a lot of messages I've received since morning. People are very depressed by various reasons. The scenes they are watching on the international television, and I don't know what. I mean, it's really sad. Let's not waste too much time on cricket. I know everything that I'm saying today is controversial, and you can keep watching these IPLs day in and day out. Let's not, these luxuries are no longer for a country like us. We have to bounce back. We have to do it rather quickly. Time is, every day and every hour is now crucial. भाई और बहनों, नतीजे तो आए. प्रशांत किशोर जी कहते हैं कि ममता बनर्जी ने कुछ अपने जो वो रन कर रही थी, उन्होंने 2019 में रियलाइज़ किया कि कुछ गलतियां थी, उनको सुधारा और उसकी वजह से वो जीत गई हैं. मेरे हिसाब से पीके को, प्रशांत किशोर जी को तो काफ़ी मानते हैं. बहुत अच्छा पॉलिटिकल किए हैं उन्होंने, बहुत सारे पार्टीज़ के लिए. लेकिन मुझे लग रहा है कि कोविड की सेकेंड वेव जो गतिविधि आ गई थी लास्ट फेजेस में, उसने बंगाल के इलेक्शन को काफ़ी टर्न कर दिया, ऐसा मेरा अनुमान है. सारी तो ये उसने काफ़ी टेबल्स टर्न कर दिए. जो भी हो, भारत जो एक देश है, हम सब इस देश के नागरिक हैं. एक बंगाली कल्चर, तमिलियन कल्चर, ये तो रहता ही है, लेकिन सबसे ज़्यादा हम इस देश के नागरिक हैं. उसका गर्व करना चाहिए. अपने कल्चर तो स्टेट में आप रखते ही हैं. मराठी लोग भी, महाराष्ट्र में रहता हूँ मैं, वहाँ भी रखते हैं, लेकिन वहाँ यहाँ पे थोड़ा कम है. यहाँ पे लोग फिर भी महाराष्ट्र को मानते हैं और देश को, भारत के हम ये नागरिक हैं. सिर्फ क्रिकेट के फील्ड में ही नहीं रहना चाहिए, बस क्रिकेट में भारत जीत गया वहाँ नहीं, बस इसके अलावा आप हर फील्ड में, हमें योगदान देना है। जो हेल्थ की फैसिलिटीज़ इतनी पुअर हो गई हैं, गवर्नमेंट की अस्पतालें में इतनी सारी कमज़ोरियां नज़र आई हैं, पूरे विश्व में इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया में दिखाई जा रहा है कैसे लोग मर रहे हैं, उनकी चिता जलाई जा रही, बहुत दुखदायी है। खास करके जो यंगस्टर्स हैं उन्हें बहुत दुख पहुंच रहा है और उनका मनोबल जो है बहुत टूट रहा है। मैं उन सबको, अगर ये मेरे छोटे वीडियो से अगर आप शेयर भी करें लोगों को, तो मैं आपका बहुत शुक्रगुजार होऊंगा। मेरा तो टेलीग्राम जो है वो मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट्स पे फोकस करता हूँ, लेकिन मैंने आपको सुबह भी प्रॉमिस किया मैं बहुत जल्द आ रहा हूँ। कोविड का ये सेकेंड वेव कब पूरा होगा, थर्ड वेव आने का चांस है, कब आएगा, कब कोरोना कम्प्लीटली पूरा निकल जाएगा, ये सब मैं जल्दी से ला रहा हूँ। बहुत जल्द आपको ये सब मिल जाएगा। मेरे तरफ से योगदान मैंने प्रधानमंत्री के भी दफ्तर में भेज रहा हूँ मैं ये सब। लेकिन और मेरा जो टेलीग्राम चैनल है प्लीज़ ज़रूर ज्वाइन करिए। इन्वेस्टमेंट स्टॉक मार्केट्स वो तो है ही है। नंबर है 9820861044। फिर से 9820861044। लेकिन सभी जो जवान लोग हैं, जो देश के आप लोग लीडर्स हैं, होने वाले हैं, मैं आप सब लोगों को ये ज़रूर कहना चाहता हूँ कि हिम्मत ना हारे। और भारत को आज ये बहुत मुश्किल फेज से गुजरना पड़ेगा। अनफॉर्चुनेटली ये पूरा नहीं होगा, ये सेकेंड वेव में भी कुछ वक्त लगेगा। बहुत सारे इसके म्यूटेशन अलग होंगे, ये कुछ अलग पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी को भी हिट कर सकता है। अभी ऑक्सीजन का क्राइसिस है और एक नया क्राइसिस आने की संभावना है। मैं डराना नहीं चाहता, लेकिन आपको एक चीज़ ज़रूर कहूँगा, ये ख़त्म होगा। और ख़त्म इतना अच्छी उसके बाद भारत इतना अच्छा बाउंस बैक करेगा, इतना अच्छा बाउंस बैक करेगा। आप मेरे शब्द सुनील केवल रमानी के जरूर रखिएगा। पूरे वर्ल्ड में, विश्व को हम दिखाएंगे कि हमारी जो कंट्री जिस तरह से हमारा सारे वर्ल्ड में आज इतनी ये सब दिखाया जा रहा है, चिताएं जल रही है, बहुत दुख की बात है। हम इतनी अच्छी तरह से बाउंस बैक करेंगे हम एज कंट्री, एज सिटीजन्स ऑफ इंडिया, मिलजुल के। ये छोटी पार्टी, ये कल्चर वो कल्चर छोड़ दीजिए। एज अ कंट्री हम मिल के बाउंस बैक करेंगे और होना ही है, होकर ही रहेगा और बहुत जल्द होगा, इसी वर्ष होगा। आप मेरे वर्ड्स याद रखिएगा। जय हिंद, जय भारत।